This is what tells the audience what my channel is about, what they can expect, and how often I'm actually uploading. Once you have your footage actually in the editor, one of the things you want to do is make sure that you have your music all already set to go. Trim it down to the 15-second portion that you do want to use, or 10-second portion, however long you want your intro video to be. I've already got the music in my timeline, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the music and I'm going to actually see at what point do I want to add, certain clips. Now keep in mind that you want to change frames every 2 to 3 seconds if you want your intro video to be a little bit more fast paced. If you plan on using any transitions or specific effects, this is a good time to go through the music and just to see and make notes as to where you want to make these cuts. So if you're going through the music, you can already hear the bass dropping at certain points. You can hear the hi-hats. So I already know off the bat that I'm gonna wanna do some flicker effects with the hi-hats. What I'm gonna do to make a note for myself is I'm gonna hit the letter M on my keyboard, and what that's gonna do is create a marker. Now it's actually creating a marker right on the music, so that I know that this is a spot where I'm going to want to make some changes. And once you have your music in there, once you have your notes and your little marker set up as to where you want to place your footage, start scrubbing through the footage that you already have loaded in your editor and seeing which scenes are going to make the final cut. Now you're going to want to start adding some transitions, some effects that's going to enhance your footage. So there were certain parts of the music that I actually did enjoy and I liked, especially the hi-hats. So I did choose to make a little flicker effect at that portion where you hear the hi-hats. So you see there, all I simply did was cut. Found the spot where the hi-hat started, and if you zoom into the actual timeline, so this is where the hi-hat started. I went over one frame, I made a cut. Went over another frame, I made another cut. One frame I made a cut, another frame I made another cut, and what I did was I pretty much deleted some spaces in between that creates that little flicker effect. Something simple that's going to actually make a big difference. Keep that in mind. Try to cut to the music as much as you can. Try to add some effects and transitions that's going to enhance visually what you're hearing through the music. Now the effects and transitions that I used were actually presets that I've made myself and presets that I've actually bought. Keep in mind that if you're a beginner, it's okay to use presets. It's okay to go ahead and buy, if you have the money, go ahead and buy a couple of preset packages that many creators actually offer. You can load up a library of presets that's going to actually save you time and make your editing a lot more efficient. One of the last things I added was titles and motion graphics. This is what tells the audience what my channel is about, what they can expect, and how often I'm actually uploading. My channel is about filmmaking and content creation. You're going to find skills and resources that's going to help you become a better filmmaker and a better content creator. And you're also going to find some entertainment. Your titles and your motion graphics should also let the audience know how often you're uploading and the type of videos that they're going to find. Just to recap what we covered so far. Number one, make sure you have a good audio track. Trim it down to the 10 to 15 seconds, that portion that you are going to use. When you add your music, make sure that you add any markers by hitting the letter M in your keyboard to indicate where you want specific cuts, transitions, or effects to go. Number two, make sure that you assemble all your footage however you see fit. If you need to arrange it in a particular order to tell a specific story for your intro video, then go ahead and do so. Make sure you add any transitions or effects to each clip that's going to enhance not only what they're seeing but what they're hearing if you're cutting to the music. Once you've assembled everything else, you're going to want to lay down your motion graphics or titles. Keep in mind to make sure that they let the audience know what your channel is about, what kind of videos to expect, and how often you upload. Alright, so thank you everybody for watching this far. Hopefully showing you and breaking down the process that I did to recreate my intro video is going to help you create yours. Now if you're a smartphone content creator and you don't have access to these tools and access to these kind of editing software, make sure that you stick around and you watch part 3 of this series, because I'm actually going to break down and show you how you can make your own right off your smartphone using free apps and the free versions of those apps. Alright, so until next time, remember, consume less and create more.